Mesothelioma lawyers. Do you need one? Mesothelioma is a cancer usually caused by exposure to asbestos either directly or indirectly. As it can take up to 50 years for the cancer to appear, it can be very difficult to ascertain where, when and how the exposure occurred. The exposure to asbestos can often be as a result of either working in an industrial environment where asbestos was used. Cases have been made and compensated where relatives have become infected after handling clothes of workers that have been contaminated with asbestos. The disease is caused by inhaling asbestos fiber, which scarred the lungs and continues to do so even after the exposure to the fiber has stopped. Asbestos was used in many different industrial operations, but mainly as a fire-resistant material used as insulation. Other known instances of where asbestos fibers were used are in the manufacturing and servicing of engine gaskets and brake linings. Mesothelioma lawyers specialize in taking on the cases of people who have been diagnosed with this condition and putting together a structured case for compensation. This can be time-consuming, difficult, and takes a lot of research to obtain the full details to make a case. Employers are responsible for the safety of their workers. If it is proved that they have been exposed to asbestos through their job, either past or present, the compensation awarded by the courts for mesothelioma cancer can be substantial. So do you need a mesothelioma lawyer? A good mesothelioma lawyer will understand the complicated nature of any claim and be well able to advise you on the level of compensation you should seek based on the facts of your individual case. Mesothelioma litigation is a very complicated process, as the symptoms usually take at least 10 years to show. A lot of investigation is required, which can involve having to go back over 50 years to gain evidence of your exposure to asbestos. Mesothelioma lawyers will know what benefits you are entitled to and how you can claim them, even if your relative has already died of mesothelioma. Once you are diagnosed with the condition, you are entitled to industrial injury benefit. But I can't afford a mesothelioma lawyer. As you can imagine, instructing a mesothelioma attorney to act on your behalf is going to be very costly, as in some cases they will have to go over 50 years to find convincing evidence. Having said this, however, many lawyers will work on a no-win, no-fee basis. They will initially discuss your case with you and decide on the circumstances of your claim. From this initial consultation, they can usually decide if you have a good case and then work on a contingency fee basis. A contingency fee is the lawyer's cut of any payment awarded to you. The asbestos industry can also pay you financial compensation if it is claimed. You may also be eligible for legal aid to get your case to trial. These are all things a competent mesothelioma lawyer will be able to advise you on. Should I consider mesothelioma litigation? If you or one of your loved ones is diagnosed with mesothelioma cancer, you will almost certainly have been exposed at some time in the past, and probably over 10 years ago, to asbestos fibers. You may not even have known you were being exposed to asbestos. In the unlikely case that you did, you may not have realized your employer had a legal obligation for your safety. Cases of mesothelioma litigation can be very complicated, and mesothelioma lawyers need to be highly qualified and skilled in handling the whole litigation process. They will be continually updating their knowledge of mesothelioma cancer and its causes, along with the requirements to get a case to court. If you have been affected by this disease, your quality of life may have, or will in the future suffer by having been infected with mesothelioma. You need to consider all your options regarding litigation, but you may well benefit considerably by making contact with a mesothelioma lawyer and discussing your options. About the author, Francisco Rodriguez. Do you need a mesothelioma lawyer? http://www.mesotheliomaattorneyfreeconsultation.com